Well, that was different. Our tools have been forged, our condition is decent, all things considered, and we're on our way to Coastal Highway, maybe even Pleasant Valley and Timberwolf Mountain after that. Hello, Legion. This is Hadrian. Thank you for being here. Let's play some more of The Long Dark in our last Misery series. Yeah, interesting turn of events last episode because that went entirely too well, dare I say. So, because the weather is a little bit threatening right now, as you can see, and also because there are two wolves literally crisscrossing in front of my cave, I'm just gonna casually grab a few sticks and, like, not really go anywhere too far from where I currently am. Honestly, I was not expecting there to be, like, wolves right there. I was like, yeah, let me just pop out in front, maybe make a quick fire so I could, you know, heat some broth. Broth is literally the only thing I have to heat at the moment. I have no coffees. I mean, I could make some various teas. I could make some reishi tea. I can make some rosehip tea. So, like, I could make more things. I did pick my first reishi mushrooms. Man, those wolves are just hanging out right there, and I'm cold, so hang on. Ooh, I see some sticks over there. That's good. 3 sticks.
I've never felt so cold in my life.
Need to be careful with detection radius, though. That's another setting that I assume has been cranked in Misery, so I can't dance with wolves the way that I normally might. But one of the reasons I want to start a fire and heat a beverage is not just because this is going to be a difficult trek, but because it'll give me a chance to pass a little bit of time and actually see if this weather's going to get worse. Because if the weather's going to get worse, I certainly do not want to be going that way right now. Under no circumstances do I want to go that way at this precise moment. So, I need to know for sure what's going on. Don't have any accelerant. We've got a 75% fire starting chance. Let's go ahead and use it. Thankfully, matches are not as scarce as they were. Remember that we have not yet been to Coastal Highway in this run. We were in Coastal Highway in the original run before a wolf decided to stealth his way up to my face and end my entire career sooner than expected. So we can heat just a little bit. Ooh, I can make some rosehip tea. But it would only take 4 minutes to heat some broth. And also, that's a lot of caloric value. So we can definitely appreciate that. Tell you what. How's my water situation looking? 1.9 gallons. I can get a little bit more water here. Meanwhile, I can use this fire to make some rosehip tea. How long? 7 minutes? I doubt I'll be able to go out and grab more wood, but if those wolves wandered off, which they didn't, let's be honest, they didn't. I wish they weren't right there. That is hilarious that they're right there, but that scrub brush is one that would be really nice to grab if I felt like it was safe. Which it might be. Scrub brush would take, what, 10 minutes now that I have the hatchet? You know what, let me just back off. All I really need is a little bit more to drink. I could, in theory, light another fire to heat the beverages later.
I want to lay down for a bit.
Main thing I need at the moment is just something to drink. So that that mechanic is available to me down the road. But yeah, weather's not great for making this trip at the moment. Could turn into a blizzard really anytime. Okay, yeah. Let's get some more water going there. This will be done in 13 minutes. I have a ruined torch. Ruined. We're going to harvest that. Alright, 8 minutes, 8 minutes. Literally synced up perfectly there. And there it is. Right on cue. Kinda saw that coming. That is why I did not want to go anywhere. Thank you very much. So, let's grab this potable water. Now, do I not have any more prepared? I guess I don't. Thankfully, though, I can do this. Well, let's just do one. That's not a lot of water that I have in that pot, and there's also not a lot of time on the fire. Yeah, 22 minutes. Alright, it's potable. Okay, let's go ahead and make this reishi tea. We're not going to drink it. We're just going to have it with us. Now remember, we can finally eat canned goods, and I need to do what I can to remember that. I've got 2 storm lanterns, one of which needs to be broken down. That'll be handy for starting a fire if I don't put that fuel into the lantern. So I'll keep that in mind as well. For now, though, I don't need to go anywhere else with this fire specifically. I just need to wait out this lovely, lovely blizzard. Feels like 43 degrees at the moment. That might change once this goes out, though. That's kind of annoying. Yeah, it feels like 37. Hang on, what if I get entirely away from the fire? Feels like 31. How much is my bedroll gonna even help me in this? Okay. Thankfully, the bedroll does give me some warmth in this lovely set of conditions. So I should be able to stay warm enough back here. But I didn't manage to get quite enough wood because I was cornered by those wolves, and this blizzard could keep me in place for a bit here. Slightly more perilous beginning to this episode than I expected. I'm going to go ahead and open these peaches and enjoy them because, let's be honest, it's a pound. That I don't have to lug around. Okay, so this is down to embers. Still giving us a warmth bonus because it's down to embers, but as soon as it goes out, it will no longer give us a warmth bonus. I'm going to drink a little bit of water, mainly just to shed the weight. Remember, we can only sleep for 7 hours at a time. Alright, so what happens to my temperature if I go all the way, excuse me, rocks, if I go all the way over here, 28. That is less than ideal. But, okay, so the warmth bonus would be enough to keep me warm back here. But only during the day. Once it gets cold during the night, then we have a problem. So what I'm going to do here is sleep for, let's say, 2 hours. We'll recover a small amount of condition, and I'm really hoping this is a, as I completely jinx it, a brief blizzard. Yeah, not a brief blizzard, unfortunately. Thankfully, it's actually warming up back here. I guess just because it's later in the day. So it's now warm enough even without the fire, which is nice. Take the charcoal, why not? So we have this Wilderness Kitchen book that I could read a little bit. Yeah, let's go ahead and pass an hour. Got nothing else to do. Need to be better about that anyway. Alright, I have some clothing items I need to rip up as well. Let's go ahead and rip up the decent light shell. It'll take 40 minutes. Ooh, blizzard's gone. Perfect. We still have some daylight. Now, it's probably still going to be... Oh, no, I didn't want to survey the local area. Let's put that away so that doesn't happen again. Probably still going to be really cold, which is not ideal. I still have these shoes as well, and I still have that other lantern that I need to get rid of. I could, in theory, go ahead and break that down. The problem is that at that point, we would really be getting close to the very end of the day. So what it's looking like at the moment is, well, we don't really have an easy way out of the Muskeg, basically. So, kind of as expected, all of the easiness that the game was going to present to me got presented in the last episode. And now we're going to have to fight to get out of here. Now it's very, very cold. Minus 26. The wind is still going sideways. What am I even doing? There's no way. I don't have anything to actually stay warm with. There are 2 wolves that I'm going to have to move around. We're just going to stay back here. And I think what I'll do is harvest the lesser lantern of the 2. Sun is literally going down. Yeah, you can tell that it got clearer out there, which is nice. I appreciate that. Let's go ahead and eat the other can of Pinnacle Peaches. Remember, one of the reasons that I'm getting rid of those finally is not only can I open them at long last and not lose anything, and by the way, I've been able to do that anyway on account of, check this out. And that was true since Cooking 3. I had just completely forgotten about it. That's what happens when you play a game for too long, especially when you're not playing it like non-stop, like a lot of regular Long Dark content creators do. This is not the only game that I play. And when you have Cooking 3, you get to completely disregard all condition loss. Or not condition loss, but basically volume loss when you smash open a can, which is really nice. Okay, so I'm gonna go this way. This is not ideal, but at least I'm staying away from the wolves. Hello. For a second there, I couldn't climb that. Where's the second one? Okay, there they are. Alright, we could sprain here pretty easily. It wouldn't be a good time to sprain. Nerve-wracking. One of them is inching his way my direction.
My fingers feel numb.
I know. I'm literally moving as fast as I can, Jennifer. Yeah, see, there's so much out here in terms of wood. There's so much I could have grabbed if those wolves hadn't been there. So that was finally the challenge that we were waiting for. Because last episode, let me tell you, that was the easiest forge run in the history of forge runs. I knew that there was another shoe and that it was going to drop. I just didn't know how. Okay, so thankfully, there are no wolves apparently out in front of me here. That doesn't mean there's not a wolf immediately to my right somewhere in a way that I can't see. I just need to beeline through here. Let me grab a few sticks as I go without going too far out of my... Oh, crap, there they are. There they all are. Okay, all right, wonderful. Now, thankfully, they're in a good position, so I might be able to get away with this. Now, I need to keep in mind that this is actually a higher wolf population than I'm accustomed to, so there could also be wolves over to my right, in addition to the full pack already on my left. So that's fun. Alright, yep. There are more wolves over there. Great. Love this. Love everything about it. This is perfect. Everything is awesome. Wonderful. Just dancing between the wolves. Hey, look, a can of spray paint. Why are you like this, game? Why do you taunt me with spray paint in the middle of the snow where literally nobody cares? Nobody cares. And you're just giving me spray paint because you just feel like you can meme on me. It's not funny. It's not funny. Okay, it's a little funny. But alright, this is where it's going to get really dicey. If I can make it past these wolves without being detected and without spraining, or at least if I sprain, if I can treat the sprain quickly-ish. Alright, we're going to have to crouch. Losing condition at the moment. I can't quite tell whether or not I'm going to be able to make it back to Mystery Lake at the current pace. Of course, it's very windy. That's going to slow me down because the wind is going to blow in my face, let's be honest. That's how it works. Nice sunset, though. Okay. Looks like we're past the ridge here, which means I can start backing off of these wolves. As soon as I'm pretty much over this next little hump, assuming this group doesn't move closer to me, I can start... You can see the train cars in the distance there. I can start just booking it for the tracks. Now, of course, this is not the way we came into Forlorn Muskeg originally. We actually went into Milton from Mystery Lake through the cave, which is safer, obviously. Did I grab my... Yes, I did. That has become such a meme. Pre-2020 Hadrian was never paranoid about his bedroll. At least not that I can remember. At least not to this degree. Where it's like, did I forget that? It's just, honestly, it's just a heuristic. It's a mental habit that I need to get out of. Can be done. Will be done at some point. We're going to sprain any second. Get ready for the jump scare. Okay, I'm almost ready to stand up. Okay. Hypothermia risk is thankfully not too high. Wind sounds like it's getting worse. That's not ideal. This could be a chance to get across. Yep, there's some bad ice there. Saw that coming, but that's a really good crossing point. So I wanted to take that opportunity. And now we can start heading for the tracks. The reason I wanted to go this way and not stay close to the edge is I don't trust there not to be more wolves over this way. Again, we've got a very, very jacked wolf population in Misery. It is at least stalker level. But in addition to being stalker level, the wolves are also nastier. They're interloper level wolves. As Athenon said, they have an interloper bite. Stalker wolves with an interloper bite. Stalker population. Okay, I'm going to cross again here. I'm skipping over so many things that I could pick up, mainly because I just don't want to encumber myself. I guess I will grab that stick while I'm staring at it. Because you never know if I absolutely have to hunker down and make a fire. Yeah, there's other sticks too, but the main thing I want to do, right over this ridge is where I need to be, but there could also be a wolf over this ridge. So what I want to do is stay in this area here so I can just have a good, pretty much 360 degree view of threats. Really lovely sunset here in the Muskeg. Hopefully not the sunset to the run. It's just so interesting that the front end of the Forge run was so easy. It saved the challenge for the back end. I mean, fair play to the Muskeg. This is the way things go. But I just did not have any trouble getting to the Forge. I didn't lose that much condition. I didn't run into any wolves. Everything was fine. Now we're struggling on our way out. I'm going to grab just a few of these. But we are in good shape. We will have to head to Trappers to warm back up and recover a bit of condition, but we'll be able to do that. So let's just keep moving, and we don't have much farther to go. And then once we are at Trappers, we will have the opportunity to not really recover a ton of condition because that's reduced at this point, but we will be able to, you know, kind of chart a course through Mystery Lake, which I'll probably just follow the tracks. I'm pretty sure I've been most everywhere else, so all I need to do is follow the tracks. I need to be somewhat conscious of patrol routes here. Hang on. Wildlife patrol routes, I mean.
I'm gonna need to eat soon.
Alright, don't see any wolves. Let me go ahead and do a little bit of sprinting. Yeah, I'm skipping over a lot of things I could be picking up right now because, frankly, every little pause represents a little slice of condition. See, there's the wolf right there. 2 wolves. Wow. Okay, now that I'm this far, I can say this out loud. This was a very, 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 very lucky Forlorn Muskeg forge run. This is crazy. That was so little trouble in the grand scheme. I have 50% hypothermia risk, so I'm definitely suffering there. I'm losing condition that will be hard to regain. But we made it. What the heck? Alright, same thing. Need to be mindful of the wolves here. I'm going to duck down for just a second until I know for a fact that there's not a wolf right around the corner. And by corner, I mean that corner. Alright, I think we're good. Maybe not, but I've got to move. I see a deer in the distance, a demon specifically. We call them demons because of the noises they make when they sneak up behind you. They can't hurt you, obviously, but the female deer, when they're added to the game, just make some very specific... They have some very specific vocalizations that are amusingly demonic when unexpected. But also when expected. Alright, that's a stone. Looked big enough to be...
Anything about now.
I know. Alright, so we're thirsty and hungry and tired and cold. Love this. We're going to make it back to Trappers in very interesting condition. Let's put it, just to put it mildly. Oh, look, that's birch bark. I may be able, come to think of it, I might be able to go through the back side of the zone, because I don't think I have yet, now that I think about it. So that might be the smartest way to get through to the transition zone and then to Coastal Highway. Once we're at Coastal Highway, that'll be pretty, I dare say that'll be pretty stable. Misery is definitely trying to kill me at this point. We still have 2 more afflictions. And remember, the last one, just like the first one, is set. It is always the same affliction. That is coal. I want that. That is not a big rock, like the other thing that I thought was coal. Okay, I don't think I've visited Max yet on this run, on account of this lovely weather. One thing we may be able to do once in Trappers is repair some of my clothing, which would be nice. Some sticks for a fire, that's kind of perfect. Looks like we're safe wildlife-wise. I do need to get inside. I'm just, now that I feel like Trappers is right there, I feel a little bit safer, you know? So I start lollygagging a bit more. You know what? Let's go around the backside. Alright, need to be mindful of the calorimeter while I sprint. We're going to be chowing down on some cattails, most likely. Probably some of the ones I just picked, as soon as I get inside here. But the main thing is just rest and recovery of condition. We're only going to be able to rest for, like, 4 hours. Okay. Back inside. And there's the hunger meter doing its thing. Tell you what, let's eat one of these cans of banged up dog food. We've been saving these cans for the entire series. Well, some of them. A lot of this dog food we literally just got at the forge in Forlorn Muskeg. So we actually don't have a ton to eat. We don't even have that many cattails. If I hadn't been so cold, I would have been able to grab a few more. But you can see where my condition is as of right now. Like, if I had really taken my time and grabbed more cattails on the way, this could have potentially been a lot dicier. All right, what do we have here? Nice. Looks like I left some old mill flour here last time. I have some salt. I don't think I need more cooking oil. I don't need another heavy hammer. Speaking of which, did I drop the first heavy hammer? I did, didn't I? Let's just make sure. I did. Okay. So I'm going to grab that wood because I will probably be using that for a fire very shortly. But for now, the main thing I want to do is just sleep. Literally just sleep and nothing else. So we're good food-wise. Let's chow down on this cattail. And I'm curious, if I say 5 hours, what happens to the sleep meter? The wind just died down completely. That's nice. Okay, that answers that question. I think I'd probably answered it previously, but I haven't been able to record a lot, obviously, over the last week or so. So I was still trying to remember how the change, specifically this change, affects the sleep meter. And it actually doesn't. Like, the sleep meter still allows for 12 hours of rest. Like, in order to go from empty to full, that's 12 hours. But you can only sleep for 7 hours at a time. So you can only fill 7 hours of it at a time. And then you can go right back to sleep, which is interesting. But it's a difference, for sure. Okay, so we have some old mill flour, which we can definitely use to make some bannocks. Should I go ahead and do that now, or should I sleep for longer? I should probably just sleep for longer. I'll go ahead and drink this water just so that I don't have to worry about thirst as much. But we might end up staying here for just a bit. Thankfully, we are recovering a decent amount of condition. We're only going to get about 4 hours of sleep here. But the sun is coming up. So we also have a bench here that we can break up. I may even be able to use that heavy hammer that I have in the... the wind is back. Interesting. I might be able to use the heavy hammer that I have in the locker. Wow, I've completely lost my bearings. Alright, that's the bench. There's the wood stove. Whoa, how sensitive is my mouse? Jeez, come on. There it is. I mean, it's pretty sensitive. Otherwise, we wouldn't have our favorite moments. At least favorite moments for the community to meme on. The Hadrian shake. The first-person shooter player in me, I do like a fairly sensitive mouse so that I can have really quick, precise aiming. Since this is not your traditional first-person style game, it's not even... I don't consider the Long Dark a first-person shooter. I don't think any of us do. It just happens to have that perspective. You know? It just happens to. Let's go ahead and place the cooking skillet. Oh, really? What do I not have? Oh, I don't have water. That's right. Of course. Of course I don't. All right, so we have 2 hours, 44 minutes on this fire. We will be able to do more than that. So tell you what, let's go ahead and get a full amount of water going. And what I can do, this bench will take 4... Yeah, you know what? I think, unless I'm tricking myself here, let's go to the locker. Oh, interesting. Heavy hammer actually takes longer. For a second I was thinking, which is why I was saying unless I'm tricking myself, the heavy hammer might be able to break some of this stuff down faster. It might be some items. I might not be entirely misremembering, but okay, so noted. Got some ruined dog food, but we can't eat that at the moment. It's amazing that we have cooking 4, all things considered. Okay. So this bench can be broken up over 39 minutes. Let's go ahead and do that. course, it will get nice and bright in here over the next few moments. This will take 20 minutes. There's plenty of stuff that we couldn't break down the first time. I will go ahead and add this coal because why the heck not? We're going to need this fire for a bit. So let's use it. All right, this bench will give us another 2 reclaimed wood. Steadily getting brighter. You love to see it. Another 2 here. Okay, that water's finally potable, which means there's a lot that I can do now. Let's go ahead. I know, that's why we're going to make some bannocks. All right, so... Wait, how hungry are you? Yeah, you're fine. Let's go ahead and make some. Remember, the last time we had these in our inventory, they didn't last particularly long. So that's kind of worth noting. Do I have more? Yes, I do. Got the 2 there. Still have some sticks that I could add to this as well. I don't want to do anything with that prepared burdock, but we can go ahead and make some more of these. Oh, no, we can't. I need to prepare, because these are already... Those teas are already made, so... 21 minutes. Yeah, let's go ahead and chop this up. So that's going to cook right there in front of us. Let's go ahead and prep another one. Getting pretty thirsty. Still plenty of time on the fire. I'm not going to add everything to the fire right away because I might actually... It might behoove me to keep some of this stuff that I'm lugging around. So I'll bear that in mind. Oh wait, you know what? Just to be safe, drink the water first. And now we can eat these. Okay, now 20 minutes until ready. So unfortunately, we don't have an ability... I really wish I did, but we don't have the ability at the moment to, like, read while we cook. I would really like to knock that out, but I don't think that's going to be possible. So let's go ahead and... How long do these have? 16 minutes? Okay, yeah. We can break up this chair. Just imagine for a moment if the trapper were still alive and just, like, on a hunting trip somewhere out in, like, Timberwolf Mountain. We're just at his homestead breaking stuff up. Now, for story purposes, this particular house is owned by an important character. But, you know, in Sandbox, we've always kind of, at least I personally have always treated, I'll be curious what you think of this, so let me know in the comments, but, like, I've always treated this as kind of its own world, and it's not necessarily connected at all to what's happened. Well, it's connected in terms of the events that created these circumstances, but, like, Will Mackenzie and Astrid Greenwood don't necessarily exist here. That's what I mean. All right, so we can make some rosehip pie, which haven't made that in a while, but that's a level 3 recipe. Can't complain about that. That would take... All right, this is going to be the last of my flour regardless. You know what? Let's do it. I haven't made rosehip pie in a while. Let's do it. Meanwhile, what I can do here, I can do a couple of things. We can prepare some reishi mushrooms. It's going to take, how long is that going to take? 40 minutes? Okay. Let's make those.
I could eat a horse. That's saying a lot because I love horses.
And we will, yeah, let's go ahead and just eat these. One of the nicest things about what we're doing right now is all that condition we just lost. We're getting a little bit of it back. We're not getting all of it back, unfortunately, but we're getting a little back. All right, so we do have one burdock root. This will take 15 minutes to prepare. I will go ahead and prepare that. Looks like the rosehip pies are done. Did I just... There are 3 of them. See, of the things that have been added to the game over Tales from the Far Territories run so far, it's like the higher level recipes that I still haven't messed around with too much. But so this reduces fatigue. It gives you a headache when you eat it. But so it's like a really, I guess, like sugary pie, I suppose. Really cool addition. for sure. So how are we doing water-wise? We're okay. We've got some roasted pie. I mean, we have food. We're kind of good to go. My condition is not great. That's the thing. And in some ways, I do kind of want to use what I've got on this fire to my advantage, but also I'm thinking of the fact that it's like, it's the middle of the day. Let's look outside and see how the weather is, because I don't hear any wind. Yeah, we need to move. We need to move. This is our chance. So I'm going to go ahead and stop this episode here. In the next one, I am going to book it across the back end. Let me step back outside here and show you. We're going to go that way, because we haven't gone this way yet, and there are some locations I can check for supplies. They probably won't be too much, but this is a golden opportunity to make it through the backside of Mystery Lake, check a few spots that I haven't been so far in this run, at least I don't think, and then make our way to Coastal Highway, where I definitely have not been in this run. Again, we were there at the very beginning, but we got our faces eaten off by a wolf. So that's the plan, and I'm sticking to it. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to like the video and subscribe to follow along. For early episodes, channel emotes, and member badges, look for the join button. New episodes drop at 1 p.m. U.S. Eastern Time every day but Wednesday, and comments are always welcome, so leave your thoughts below, and I'll see you next time.